It's NBA action on EA Sports. I'm Ed Cohen. Great to be joined by Jay Williams for what should be a terrific matchup here tonight. We're at Vivint Smart Home Arena in downtown Salt Lake City. Tonight, it'll be the Utah Jazz taking on the Minnesota Timberwolves. Minnesota begins the game with the basketball. Jimmy Butler goes down last year, nearly cost Minnesota the playoffs. When he's healthy, what makes him so dangerous?
Well, he's a versatile player. He's a guy that can lock up on the defensive end and the guy that can give you 20-plus points every single night. Let's remember, he missed 21 games last year. That's a quarter of the season. But the team didn't do that bad without him. They went 10-11. If these guys can finally come together and build some chemistry, they're a team that could be a 6 or a 5 seed in the West.
To Gobert. Rudy Gobert missed his first. That one goes.
What a pass. I have no clue how that ball even made it through the traffic.
Butler to T. Nothing going here on that drive. T to Butler. The drive right to the basket. Down the lane to lay it in.
Oh, man, you're not supposed to be able to do that with that size, but in today's game, dexterity and mobility are off the charts for bigs.
Rubio to Gobert. Now ready for a couple of free throws.
Trust me, you want to avoid early foul trouble. Take that one as a warning.
Rudy Gobert at the line. First free throw is good. Two for two on that trip. 47 wins for Minnesota. They squeak into the playoffs. What's key to take that next step?
If you're Scott Layden, the GM of the Wolves, the one person you're waiting for to arrive is Andrew Wiggins. Now, he had an impressive 3 seasons that earned him a max deal. But we watched this young man go from being the second option behind Jimmy Butler to now the third option behind Karl-Anthony Towns. He averaged 17.5 points last year, but you need him to be a max-type player for this team to take the next leap.
To Rubio. Screen coming. Rubio down low for Gobert. From the painted area, won't go down. Wiggins to the basket, but his shot won't go down.
And physicality is your friend. Don't let these guys get any easy ones down low. Make them look at the refs, wondering where the foul was every time.
Ricky Rubio. Good start. He's made his first shot.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't.
Oh, get that out of here. Message sent, Jay. Butler. Inside, he scores.
There are certain guys in this league that should be put on alert status 24/7 because either they're posterizing you or that attempt can still be a poster.
To Joe Ingles. Oh, had him going there for a second. Joe Ingles, not a good pass there. T-Wolves have it. Slams it down.
And cutting hard in transition is one of the most underrated things about this game. The harder you can cut is the more it opens up the floor to make plays just like that.
Rubio to Gobert. Rudy Gobert. 2 of 4 now.
The true measure of Rudy Gobert comes on the defensive end. He was all-NBA defensive first team and was tied for the lowest opponent field goal percentage at 43%. You ain't getting by that.
Knocked loose. And look out.
I don't think I could do that on a 5-foot rim.
I can, because that's my only choice. Minnesota at the controls. Knocked loose. Calls out of bounds. Last touch by Ricky Rubio. It'll stay with Minnesota. T. He made his first effort, but not that time. And it's blocked by Gibson. That'll get out of bounds off one of the T-Wolves. Jimmy Butler. First couple didn't go. That one is true.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
Going to launch beyond the arc. Tough shot for Joe Ingles. No good.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Jay, we talk about it all the time. The coaches in this league, who best puts their players in a position to shine? And now I give you Quinn Snyder.
I remember Quinn Snyder, after an ugly loss to Atlanta last year, really made some changes to their system. And here's the thing I love about Quinn Snyder. He recruited me when I was 15 and 16 years old. He was an assistant coach at Duke. The way he spoke to me really got me to buy in. He taught me that it was about being part of something bigger than yourself. And when you buy into what Quinn Snyder preaches, that's how you end up beating OKC in the first round NBA playoffs.
Butler to bring it up. His team up by 7. Slams it down.
You used to hear all these coaches talk about, we need players to run the floor. No, I don't need you to run the floor. I need you to run the floor with purpose. Those are two different things. When you run the floor in attack mode, that's when plays like this occur.
Nice finish at the rim.
This game is so mental. Trust me, some nights you give poor effort defensively, you can't make any shots, then you see the ball go in, boom, switch turned on.
Taj Gibson to Towns. Karl-Anthony Towns. 3 for 3. That's a perfect start.
That's lunch pail business right there. Don't worry about the no call. Keep powering through.
Rubio. It goes down.
That's what they need to do more of. Attack that basket. Hit him where it hurts.
T-Wolves at the controls going up the floor. A good defense by the Jazz as they come away with it. Baseline drive.
Oh, he sent that one to the third row.
He was locked in. That was impressive. Rubio to Gobert. Rudy Gobert. He's 3 of 5. 60% shooting from the field.
Come on. You knew that setup was coming the whole game. But you were patient and you waited until the right moment to use it.
T to Wiggins. To Towns. Down low. T. Jay, another one goes down. They're right where they want to be.
Exactly. Next play, you got to turn around defensively and get in the stance and actually keep that same kind of tempo.
Jazz will take a timeout as they'll go over some tactics now in this first quarter of play. Rubio. Now a pass stolen by the Timberwolves. Towns. That's usually one that he'll knock down.
I just love where this takes you into the psychological battle as a player offensively. Was that a great contest, or did you just miss the shot? But now you have me thinking about that the entire next possession.
To Allen. Screen coming. Here's a chance from long range. His first effort off the mark.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
Utah with the possession. Rubio. Wolves have it. And he's going to the line to shoot 2.
Guys like Gary Payton would always take ones early like this all the time. Number 1, to see if they'll get caught. And number 2, to leave a little mark on you to remind you that they'll be on you all game long.
Karl-Anthony Towns at the line. First one goes down.
Good shot, man.
Goes 2 for 2 at the line.
Good shot, bro.
Jay, 48 wins for Utah last year. Good for 5th in the West. What's the forecast now?
I know Jazz fans may hate me on this one, but they'll be 5th or worse. And the reason why I'm saying this is that every team above them has 2 superstars or more. Think about Houston, CP3, James Harden, Golden State, okay? They have 5 All-Stars on their team. Portland, Dame Lillard, CJ McCollum. Also OKC, Paul George, and you think about Russell Westbrook. Who's going to be that second superstar to go along with Donovan Mitchell is a big-time question for Quinn Snyder.
Knocked loose. Butler into the front court. His guys leading by 14 to Towns. Karl-Anthony Towns. He's now 5 for 6.
Old school equals high percentage.
4-3. No good. On the follow. Way to stay with it.
The defense is doing such a good job of denying him the ball and really getting in his pocket, but he got that one to go.
The Timberwolves have the basketball. Butler. Here's Rubio up top. 14-point deficit. Shot from the lane won't go.
But you can't just be a one-dimensional player. I know you're probably frustrated by me even saying that, but when you don't even give the option to pass the ball by utilizing some head fakes or ball fakes here and there, you save the defender by keeping them on their toes with the element of surprise.
Rubio into the front court. Down a bundle. The shot almost.
Your contest was great because of your proximity to the player. You forced his follow-through to be cut short, which made him short-arm the shot.
Off the assist.
Whew, I don't think anyone saw this one coming, but it looks like they're trying to send a message. Look into their eyes. They're laser focused. They're playing as if this game is tied.
Curling inside. How you practice leads to that. Nice pump fake. Long key from three-quarters court. Shot from three-quarters court is good. He buries it. Who does this guy think he is? Few would take it. He drills it. And that's how the first it might be time to empty the bench, Jay. This game appears to be well in hand.
And their starting 5 has certainly earned the fourth quarter off. They've been terrific this ball game. And this is the type of game where you find a chance to relax. You ice up, you watch your other teammates play, you applaud them, and you get ready for the next game.
Jazz have the ball. Grayson Allen to Zach LaVine. Here comes the screen. Oh, had him going there for a second. Just enough of a head fake to help on that one.
There was so much debate going on about who was the best gem in the 2017 NBA draft. Was that Jason Tatum? But a lot of people think it's Donovan Mitchell. I have to agree. What a great find by Dennis Lindsey, the GM for the Jazz. At 13 overall, he wound up leading all rookies in scoring, averaging 20.5 points per game.
No good. Oh, it looked like he may have gotten him there.
One of the best kept secrets in the game. Utilizing a head fake. Get the defender in the air. Crack into him. Don't give the refs any excuse not to call foul. I put that one on you. You went up a little bit lazy.
Both coaches hitting the reset button. Fresh legs coming onto the floor. Rose. Oh, good defense by the Jazz as they come away with the steal.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in the playoff game, it will.
Top of the key. To Joe Ingles. Lets it fly from long range. Tough shot for Joe Ingles. No good.
And there's always so much talk about defense. How about offensively? If you continue to attack that shooter, now you're making him work on the defensive end. That makes him take his legs away on the offensive end.
To Allen. And the finish at the rim.
I love the drive to the basket there. Instead of trying to go around or over, go through.
The Timberwolves have the basketball. Rudy Gobert rejects it. Fourth this contest. Knocked loose. Wolves have it. Waller into the front court. Looking to make something happen. And Towns with the flush. The smooth, fluid game from Karl-Anthony Towns.
I know there's that old saying that says one man can't beat five, but we're watching one man carry four other players. His back has to be hurting. Another big-time finish.
Rose over to the right side. To Butler. Not that time. Trying to cash in. And a putback slam.
Woo, that's nasty right there.
Towns to Rose. Rudy Gobert tips it. Ooh, 5 now.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
Count it. And the foul. He is going to the line for a free throw.
That was such a great job by the offensive player. Knowing that you're probably going to take some lumps here and there, but still remaining aggressive throughout the shot and getting a crack at the extra point.
Karl-Anthony Towns at the line for a chance at a three-point play. He's perfect from the line so far. It's Jazz ball. For 3, buries the wide-open 3. That's too easy.
But it was how he created the shot. As a defender, there's a tendency to stand up when you stare at the ball. Offensive player recognized that, continuously moved without the ball. Bang, that's how he set it up.
And scores. Karl-Anthony Towns with the finish. Jay, that's been the story this evening.
I mean, another one? Another dunk? Another easy possession? I mean, how demoralizing can this be for the team? Why am I the only one yelling? I don't see anybody on the bench yelling. I don't see anybody on the court even angry right now.
It's good. Coach wants to see more from his D.
I know he's a volume shooter. I know defensively at times you have to take your lumps. Might be time to adjust the scouting report, though. Start denying him the ball.
Rudy Gobert. Huge ball.
Whoa! Get that out of here.
Message sent, Jay.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
Substitution being made in this one. Butler. To Rose. Rudy Gobert sends it away. Make that 7.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
Coach is going to shift gears and adjust his matchups. T. Towns. Cashes in. Someone has to get into a zip code.
You know, it reminds me, Ed, of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with a fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
Teague with it up top. His guys hold a commanding lead. Inside, he scores.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. Oh, Jay, he commands the paint this time down.
You know what I like about this pass play? Instead of putting his head down and forcing the action, he patiently waited for the play to develop.
Mitchell with it up top. His guys down big. Count the basket. 2 more points in the paint.
We're watching a clinic right now. We're watching basketball one-on-one. Whoever this professor is, he needs to get paid top dollar.
To Taj Gibson. T to Gibson.
Oh, and he can't keep it in off the block.
Man, that was impressive.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
Both teams tweaking their lineups. Here come some changes.
Subbing in for the Jazz, number 10.
And abuses the rim with the slam. Jay, I'm surprised he had a chance to wrap him up.
Well, you're not the only one surprised. This guy is not a good free throw shooter. You never let him have an easy bucket. If anything, make him earn it at the charity stripe.
Towns buries the 3. He's too good to leave that open.
I know there are refs on the court all the time, but it doesn't mean they can see every play. Maybe defensively, grab his jersey, step on his toe, do something to kind of change up his pace.
Here comes the screen. It's no good. Great defense.
It's so important to instill confidence in your best player. I know he missed a shot earlier, but that doesn't mean that you can't run the same exact play and let him prove he's a player he thinks he is, and we all know he is.
T-Wolves with the basketball. T to Towns.
Oh, yeah, let's double track.
Taj Gibson above the rim.
What a pass. I have no clue how that ball even made it through the traffic.
To Levine. Oh, the touch at the rim. Count it.
This may sound cheesy, but sometimes you just need to sit back, get a tub of popcorn, and just enjoy the show, because that's what you're watching right now.
To Towns. Able to convert inside.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
To Allen.
Hey, watch this screen left.
Now a pass stolen by the Timberwolves.
That's all she wrote. Dribble it out.
And he's fouled. A trip to the line coming up.
Look, I get it. Being down sucks. But you can't just start haphazardly playing defense and committing silly fouls. Play this game with purpose.
Jeff T at the line. Knocks down the first. And he makes them both. Rubio into the front court. Down a bundle. Knocked loose. That's out of bounds. Last touch by the Jazz. Knocked loose. Jazz pick it up. Rubio. Yes, when this guy's open, look out. Nearly automatic.
This is why I go back into player mode. If the dude starts to try to have 40 points on me, I'm going to foul out. I'm going to start hitting him in places he's not used to being hit. I'm trying to do anything to throw him off his game.
From the outside, no good.
You know, Ed, everybody gives so much credit to the guy who contested the shot, but there's no way he's in that position without the communication of the backbone of the defense. When you have a guy back there who can block shots and tells you to apply more pressure, you know you're in a safe place.
It's Minnesota basketball. Butler to Teague. Probing the defense. Taj Gibson. He's 3 of 5. 60% shooting from the field.
There's something that is so impressive about what we saw this evening. Not just the shot-making ability, but the fact that not every shot came from the pocket. There were some bad passes being made, and the shots came from different places around the body, which aren't usual for the typical shot. That shot-making ability, that's something special to watch.
Teague with the basketball. His guys holding the big lead. knocked loose. Jazz have it. It's a victory for the Timberwolves as they cruise to win a game that was never really in doubt. That'll wrap things up. For Jay Williams and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports.